Wu in Chinese is the number 5. It is marked by the emergence of a center in the middle of the 4, represented by the 4 seasons or the 4 cardinal points. Once the 4, which is the framework with its essential laws, is defined, this center, 5, allows the appearance of a particular life. The Xing ideogram can be translated as agent or face, a less static translation than that of element. The Wuxing correspond to the qualities and functions of the 5 agents or phases and the Dv4. This arrangement, a square with a central core inside, expresses the internal physiology of the organs and not the adaptation of the rhythms to that of the macrocosm, as the pentagon diagram of the Wuyun we are used to represents. The center of this quaternary structure, belonging to the manifested world, must necessarily be dichotomized into yin-yang. This means it harbors a yang pole where the imperial fire is located as the inner light of the individual, and a yin pole embodied by the earth, designating the place where life settles. In accordance, the organs located in this core are the heart, heliocentric center, and the spleen, geocentric center. The deployment of this center will give rise in space to the 4 orientations and in time to the 4 seasons. In the quaternary scheme of the arrangement of the Wuxing, we can find the 4 cardinal points: north, south, east, and west, but also the 4 seasons: winter, summer, spring, and autumn, and the 5 agents or phases, which are usually cited in the following order: water, which obeys and descends; fire, which heats and ascends high; wood, which bends and straightens; metal, which is malleable and changes shape; and earth in the center, which is responsible for the dynamics of accepting, receiving, distributing, and disseminating. The corresponding Zhang, kidney, spleen, heart, Xinbaoluo, liver, and lung, and also the 5 Shen, Ji, Yi, Shen, Hun, and Po, also correspond to the 5 Zhang when they are arranged in the scheme of a square with a center core inside. In this scheme, a duplicity of the Shen can be observed, one in the center and another in the south. When Shen is situated in the central core, it represents the overall spirit of man. Then it resides in the virtually empty space of the heart and corresponds to the imperial fire. This location indicates that as the spirit of being, its light illuminates, supervises, and governs the whole of the Wuxing. Unlike it, and represented in the south location, we found the ministerial fire, that Shen that gives physical and emotional warmth to the individual. As we can see, this function is exercised by Xinbaoluo. Hence, the duplicity between the Zhang associated with fire, heart, and Xinbaoluo, a duplicity that the diagram of the Wuyun, or 5 movements in the form of a pentagon, does not explain. Water and fire are respectively the substrate and the agent of all transformations and express the transition from the indistinct to the individual. Meanwhile, wood and metal underline respectively the inherent continuity and discontinuity of all beings. Finally, earth, the place of life, receives the seeds and yields the harvests. The Wuxing indicate that each being, necessarily centered and dichotomized in yin-yang in manifestation, earth, sun, is governed by mechanisms, water, fire, that ensure transformations at all stages of life, embodying the necessary cohabitation of continuity, wood, and discontinuity, metal. We differentiate them from the Wuyun, which would correspond to the 5 movements in the typical pentagonal arrangement, where wood, fire, earth, metal, and water respond to the rhythmic evolution of Qi in earth in harmony with that of the macrocosm.